Hello folks, we're back. Guys, it's been a while, about a month and a half, 2 months, 2 months? Well, maybe. Think about a month and a half. Now as you can tell, I'm sure, since the last time, camera focus, I've had a little bit off the top. A little bit bolder now, yeah. It's funny. So, obviously, I fell off, so I was, uploading twice a week to, which has developed into no times per week. Very disappointing. So, to explain that a little bit to my 25 subscribers, my loyal fans, I wanted to focus a little bit more on things or tasks with a higher ROI, just because obviously I wasn't making any money from this, and won't be, for a while, and I needed money. I really needed money, so I just started focusing on other types of work. And during doing that, rather beautifully, and I've spoken about it on here before, but amazingly, I discovered my passion, my newer passion, my almost my purpose, and it's very, very cool. Breathwork. Now, I've mentioned it on it before, and its benefits, but about a month ago, I just realised how aligned with it I was, and how much I want to teach that, bring it to people of the world, and make people happier and more present, and solve all these issues. Like, the amount of things that breathwork can solve, the list's it's fucking infinite. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working to get certified as a instructor, which is it's really, really exciting stuff. Every day I'm practicing it and just trying to become better, and I'm going to start posting breathwork specific content on social media as well. So yeah, just a little update there, I suppose. It's really, really exciting stuff. As far as this goes, I still really want to do this. I think it was just because I wasn't getting much out of it short term. I stopped doing it for a while. I'm not 100% back now. I'm not. Once I get to a point where there's a little bit more free time, where I can, start dedicating myself towards this, maybe posting once or twice a week again, I will. Whereas as for now, it'll just be when I can, because my schedule at the moment is like boom, is busy. So that's what it is now, and that's really good for me, that I finally found something I feel really deeply aligned to, and that I want to pursue for the imminent future. It's a very exciting stuff. Camera focus my bald head. Right, yeah, so that's what's going on. That is what's going on. There are other things I wanted to talk about today, obviously. Yeah, but now we've covered that. So on to different things. Now, recently, something I've really been struggling with is brain fog. I've had the worst brain fog recently, which is interesting for someone who practices breathwork as much as I do. It's been really kind of crippling and bothering me, because it's stressful when you're practically displaying symptoms of Alzheimer's at such an early age. So that's been something that I've really been trying to sort out and figure out. Beetroot juice, by the way, I'm drinking this now because I'm going to work out after this. It's really, really good natural pre-workout. Beetroot juice, bit of ginger, honey, lemon, black pepper, and salt. Good stuff, guys. Really yummy. Apologies for the camera constantly going in and out of focus. There we go. It's just because of the lighting in the background, it's a bit bright. But yeah, so I've been really struggling with the brain fog side of things. So I started trying to narrow it down as to what could be causing it. And I mean, ultimately, I wouldn't be surprised if it was sleep. I don't get good quality sleep, I know that, and I really need to work on that, and I'm trying. So I think ultimately it's just how rested I am. But something I started doing to also help reduce a bit of brain fog was I just started thinking one day at a time, because I found that the more I thought ahead, is in tomorrow, next week, the days after, the more I was doing that, and even the more I was thinking ahead just in that day, the more confused I was getting, and tasks started becoming a lot more what's the word, almost sinister in a sense. I was like, oh fuck, this is happening tomorrow, and then this, and then this, instead of just focusing on what I'm doing right now in this moment. I was just living so far ahead in the future and thinking of so many different moving parts. It was really starting to throw me off track and kind of confuse me. So that's not what I was wanting, because it's really bad. So I've managed to kind of half it, I would say half my brain fog, just by focusing on the now, the moment, what I'm doing right now, not what I'm doing later, not what I'm doing the day after, just what's going on right now. And that's such a good practice for presence as well. So if any of you are struggling with brain fog, start trying to do that as well. Don't think too far ahead into the future, because it can get a little bit stressful when you're trying to play with all these moving parts. And then now, I would say the other half of the equation is just dialing in my sleep, because that's important, isn't it? Something I've always kind of struggled with, but I'm gonna really try and get my bearings with that. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about, and hopefully help you guys out with if you're struggling with something similar. And another thing is just a concept which I've become really familiar with recently, which is be careful what your eyes see and be careful what your ears hear. Now I say this because so much of the time we live and exist in a reactionary state. We are always reacting to something we've seen on social media, advertising, somewhere. We see it and it puts us into a reactionary state. It evokes emotions within us which aren't really our own and would never have happened if we'd never seen this thing. And a lot of the time these emotions are negative, and it's very easy for them to completely ruin your day, because you start your day, you'll see something like this, and then you are in that reactionary state for the rest of your day. And then do that enough and you don't really know what your own opinions and thoughts are, and what your own emotions are, because you're constantly being subjected to things which are changing your emotional state. So for example, when I used to use Instagram, which I don't anymore, sometimes I'd see something like degenerate and it would genuinely ruin my day. So it would put me in this bad mood, this negative reactionary state for a lot of my day. Or I'd see something that I had like really strong opinions on, or whatever, and it would just have me thinking about that all day. That's wasting your life. That's wasting your mind's potential, because you're clogging up your mind with all these distractions, all these things that are nothing to do with you, all this celebrity drama, all this advertising. Oh, so and so's going out with this person, or this person's dead, or you know exactly what I mean. It's putting you into these reactionary states, and that's where you're best to be in the minds of the villainous higher ups, right? They want you in a reactionary state because then you're most malleable, because then you don't have time to yourself to come to your own conclusions about life and even yourself. You've got no sense of individuality when you're consuming the exact same fucking content as everyone else. How to truly be an individual is just by cutting all that shit out and starting to figure out who you are in your guts, on the inside. So important, man. Like, earlier I mentioned I'm going to start posting breathwork related content on Instagram, and that is true. And for a while I've struggled with the idea of posting short form content, because I used to do it for personal training reasons, and then I stopped because I was like, I don't want to be contributing to the shit, like the things I don't agree with, like short form content, and the constant reduction in people's attention spans and the dopamine constant. I didn't want to contribute towards that, but now my outlook on that is a little bit different now, because now that I feel I have something genuinely valuable. Camera's focusing on my hand for some reason. There we go. But now I feel like I genuinely have something valuable to offer. I feel like it's worth it. It's like the good karma. I was talking to my boss the other day, and he was saying the good karma that I could get from actually focusing this camera. But the good karma I could get from actually posting value on social media, which could be potentially saving people. Oh my god, this camera is so irritating. Come on, mate. It's the background. If I do this, wait. Wow, this is really, really annoying. 2 seconds. Oh yeah. Oh, that's better. Right, so as I was saying, if I am actually posting stuff which is truly helpful and can almost bring people presence and take them away from social media, if I'm doing that, it doesn't matter that I'm contributing with short form content, because I'm gonna get that good karma back. Not to sound too kooky or anything, but yeah, something I struggled with the idea of doing that, because I didn't want to negatively impact people's attention spans and stuff like that, and leave them searching for more dopamine. But if I can successfully make content that is going to stop people and actually get them thinking and practicing these really, really beneficial things, then I'm doing something that's good and not bad. So that's nice, and I'm definitely going to start doing that soon. But yeah, just to draw a line under that, do be careful what you consume on day-to-day basis. Be careful what your eyes see, be careful what your ears hear, because it's rituals, these little evil rituals you partake in every day, which put you into these reactionary states. You want to really, really limit your content consumption, and if you're not going to, at least be mindful of what you are consuming. You don't want to be involved in this celebrity drama. It doesn't matter who's sleeping with who's going out with who said this, who said that. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. You're getting caught up in the lives of other people. It's cook behaviour. Why do you care so much about others over yourself? Let's start caring about ourselves and being able to think our own thoughts and writing our own paths and becoming actual individuals. Very important. So bear that in mind. It's very, very important. Now, what else do I have to talk about on this little notepad? By the way, I need to make it clear, I'm under no illusion that this haircut looks good. I know it looks really bad. Low maintenance, so, don't have to style it. Easy stuff. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and this is going to be a short one than usual, is journaling. Journaling, you lot, is so cool. That's something I've really been doing a lot of recently. It's very, very cool. It's funny, it's like once I start, I find it hard to stop. I'll end up doing a good few pages. It's fantastic. Please buy yourself a notepad and just start journaling. Whenever you feel confused, that you can't come to any type of solution, or you have these emotions which you can't find someone to speak about to, which, let's be honest, a lot of the time that is the case. You don't know who to speak to about your emotions, and or that person isn't available. You write it, and it just gets out. It gets out on that page, and you can look at it from a third person, and then you can analyse it yourself instead of just having it all trapped up here. Write it down. It is a fantastic practice. I've really been getting a lot out of doing it. Could not recommend it more. Gratitude journaling as well. Gratitude journal first thing every day. Just write 5 things you're grateful about. Can be anything. I write really random stuff sometimes. Like, I'm grateful for this pen, I'm grateful for this notepad. Just 5 things you're grateful for every morning. And then later in the day, if you feel like you have these emotions or you need to get something out, or these thoughts, even these ideas, or maybe you're getting a little bit confused in your brain, write them down. Journaling is not something you have to do every day. I don't do it every day. I just do it when I need to. Really powerful practice. Could not recommend it more. Honestly, I think that's me. Like, that's all I have to say. Coming at you bold. I think, yeah, ultimately what I'll finish on is I don't quite, know the direction I'm looking to go in with this. As stated, it will just be as much as I can. I'll be posting as much as I'm able to. So probably not often because I'm a fucking busy guy. But I'm gonna be getting back into the short form content game with my breath work, which is super exciting stuff. Yeah, into the future, once my schedule frees up a little bit more, then I'm gonna be looking to really get back on this properly, because I think this type of content is what the world needs now. Not super edited, just raw, unfiltered, especially with the AI and stuff like that. The only way to actually stand out now is by being an individual and showcasing your true feelings. And there's not many things I enjoy more than doing this. Like this and breath work, talking my emotions to a camera and breathing. Like, for me, it doesn't get better than that. The reason I'm just focusing on breath work right now is because there's a higher ROI with that one. I'm going to get more out of that a little bit more short term than this. For example, this is a few years of a grind. But that's had to stand out now, and this is the content the world needs. I truly think that. I'm not saying that me personally, but this type of content, just people, no editing, just talking to a camera. It's raw and it's unfiltered, and as I said, in this world where it's hard to stand out, with AI, the only thing you can do to stand out is be yourself. Showcase yourself as an individual. Anyway, cool. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna go hit a pool day. Yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. You don't have to like or subscribe. Just comment is the most important thing to me. Just say what you thought. If you've been experiencing anything similar, practice it. Things you've been trying can literally be nothing to do with this video, but things that you've been trying out and how they've helped you and how you think they could help others, etc. Just comment it, and I am very excited to respond and see those comments. So yeah, don't hesitate. Also, let me know what you think of the trim, the haircut. You don't need to do that. Anyway, right, love you. Bye bye. Oh man, that is. Oof. See you later.